Hi Virgo, welcome back to lovefromaleo. Happy birthday to all my Virgos whose birthday is in September and the ones who had your birthday in August. Happy birthday, it is your season, and so this is why you're getting your video first. Throughout this September, it's going to be beneficial for you to make some wise decisions. Communicate during this September, and you also want to focus on the facts, okay? It's going to be a very logical time for you throughout this September. And so if you make the right decisions and you're focused on the right things, then things should go very, very well for you throughout this September. Okay, so in your past, what you were dealing with is the Ace of Pentacles. So you were focused on work. I think a lot of you made the right decisions on how to go down the right path, particularly for whatever you're trying to have happen in your life. Now that's what you were dealing with in your August. So let's go a little bit deeper into that. So you were on the right path. What were you focused on? All right, so we have happy home life, 4 of Wands. We have 4 of Pentacles, so you were saving your money or you were using your money wisely. And then we have the Knave of Swords in reverse. If you were having issues with picking the direction that you see fit for your life, that seems to be what was happening in your August. I also feel like with the combination of all of these things, it seems like things are going pretty well. Home life is good. Financially, you're doing better. You're having more success in that department. But it seems as though you're still having some issues with taking in information and figuring out where to place it according to your life. Where are you lacking? So we have the Temperance card. So this is where you're lacking direction. I think you're still trying to find a certain peace of mind. Maybe there's some things that you still want and you're having some trouble settling for what you have at the moment. Let's see if there's any zodiac signs that are connected to this situation. We got Pluto, which is judgment, and could be a Scorpio. So the advice for some of you who are having good success in your life, but you're just having a little trouble figuring out which direction you want to take things in and move towards. So let's go ahead and see what I can get for that. Advice for Virgo. Okay, so we got the Lovers card. So the advice: partnership and equality amongst your partnership is going to be shown in this situation. Now you have to take the good with the bad. It's going to be some ups, it's going to be some downs, but you need to focus on trying to keep up balanced communication and equality between you and the situation, or you and the person that you're going to be moving forward with, okay? So communication and kind of understanding the duality of things. Now your present. We have 2 cards actually that came out. So the 2 of Swords is the first one, and then the 6 of Pentacles is the second one. So I think you're having to step out on faith when it comes to sharing your resources. You're getting more resources, and it's almost like it's your duty, or in this position in your life, you're kind of being the person who helps out other people. And so I feel like for some of you, you're like, I don't know if I should be helping this person out, or I don't know if this is going to come back and bite me in the ass to help this person out. But it seems as though you should be helping. There's something that you're giving and taking with someone else. And I think it's going to be beneficial for you to keep going towards this and not shying away from sharing your resources. What are we sharing? What is Virgo sharing? 5 of Swords in reverse. So there's something that you need to share, something that needs to come off of your chest. It could deal with the Capricorn, or it could deal with your desires and the long-term effects that it has on the other person. You feel like you want to build with someone. You may feel like you want to build with a certain person, but for some reason you're having these thoughts that maybe you shouldn't be trying to build with this person, or you still have reservations on why you shouldn't move forward, or why you shouldn't be trying to set up the foundation for your future, like moving into a home with someone, or moving in with someone, or having a child, building a family, growing a family. It's something that has very domestic ties, and it's almost like you're afraid to build upon that, but it's like you still are doing it. It's like you're doing it because you want to, but then you still have doubts in the back of your mind, like, should I really be doing this? Is this the way to go? Is this concrete? Does this make sense for my bigger plan? I want to figure out why you're having these doubts. What's causing you to question the situation? Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, it could just mean that you emotionally don't know if this is where you're supposed to be going, or you could feel like emotionally things are not correct. Like maybe you want more out of passion, maybe you want more romance, maybe you want a whole different type of love life for yourself, and that's what's causing you to have issues with the situation. But it could also just mean that you don't know in the future if it's going to be obtainable to have the same connection that you do with someone that you do already. Yeah, Nine of Wands in reverse. You're just not completely ready. Like you haven't gotten up to the nerve to fully commit to something. Or even if you are committed, you still have reasons as to why things might not work out. And it's stopping you from building bigger and better things for yourself. Who is this involving? Three of Swords, and so that's Libra. So some of you are dealing with a Libra sun, moon, or rising, and possibly Venus. Now, what can you do about this situation? What's the ideal way for Virgo to move with this information? Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. It basically is backing up what the issue is so far. So you have resources, and the Six of Pentacles encourages you to share these resources and feel confident and secure in your foundation that you're sharing with good intention. You're kind of like if someone comes up to you and they ask for like $1 or something, and you're like, you know, you feel kind of sketchy about it because you don't know how they're going to use the money that you give them. But if your intention is pure when you're giving them that $1 or whatever you're giving them, then the outcome on your end is pure. Whether or not they use it for what they said, whether or not they use it for good or bad, your intention was pure, and you have to stay secure within that own foundation of you sharing your resources, because you're giving from a position of purity, if you will. Okay, so just make sure your intentions are pure. And I do think you sharing your resources, there's definitely going to be a good karmic payback, because it's pushing, the cards are pushing for you to give, to share your resources, to share your time, to share your talents, your good nature, okay? And so that's what I'm seeing for this. So in the future, in your October, what's coming your way, Virgo? So we have the Judgment card in reverse. So right away, that's letting me know that you're not able to let go of something. You're not making the necessary changes that need to happen in your love life. You guessed it, your love life. And if it's not your love life, it's definitely dealing with a Gemini. But I do for sure see that you're not making the necessary changes for your love life to grow, or there's something that needs to be changed. What do we need to change? What needs to change for Virgo that they're not doing? Knight of Swords in reverse, and then the World card. The necessary changes that need to be made, we had the Knight of Swords in reverse. Now this is saying you're lacking confidence, or you're having like this attitude that's really like blah, 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 blah. Like you don't really want to, you don't have that kick behind you when it's coming to this relationship. Your attitude is kind of just like, that's the best way I can explain it. Your emotional side may be showing how you're feeling, which is like this weird attitude of not being, or not wanting to be involved. Maybe you're confused about how you feel about the relationship. Maybe you're withholding information from the person you're in a relationship with, and it's really causing for you to have like a really stank attitude, and it's showing up. Now with the World card here, this is like the going to the next chapter card, and so it seems as though things are things are almost aligned for you so you can move on to your next path or whatever, but for some reason you have this issue with your attitude here. You're having some type of just bad attitude. I don't know how else to really explain it. I'm just hearing bad attitude. And I don't know if it's because you're afraid to move forward, you're afraid of what's to come, you don't want to move forward. It's something like that. It's something that's causing you to have a really weird outlook and aura about this love life. Now, how can we, what is it that you're not feeling that's making you have this? What is this? What is this feeling that Virgo is having? The Four of Swords, and then we also got the Emperor card. It's either an Aries in your life, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Someone who has authority in your life, who's kind of in charge or has the last say-so in things. It seems like they're not making any actions for you, and it's causing you to feel like, okay, I'm getting tired of doing this. Let's see what you're wanting action put in for. What do they want to see action in? Okay, so again with this Aries energy, but you want to start something new. You want something, there's something that you're ready to embark in your life, and you feel like this person isn't putting the necessary action behind it, or maybe they don't agree with doing this new endeavor with you, and so it's starting to turn you off, so to speak, and it's starting to make you feel less than emotional about them. It's taking the romance out of things, and it's making you feel like you can't, use and work your magic in this situation. All right, so let's see, who is this involving? What zodiac sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising is Virgo dealing with in their October? Alright, we got Queen of Swords, and so this could definitely be an Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for some of you, okay? Now, what advice can I give Virgo in order to move forward with this situation in a way that completely benefits them? What's advice for this situation? Okay, so we got two cards, you guys. Okay, the first card is the World card. Now, we just had the World card. The first part of your advice is to cut out all the bullshit, basically, is what this card is about. Saturn is a very serious planet. It's a very concrete, realistic type of planet. It's not a planet where the energy is about dreaming and things like that. It's very reality based. Okay, so it's like you need to look at the situation for what's really there. Remember in the beginning of this video, I said that the truth and the facts are what's going to be important for you. And in this situation, that's what you're going to have to focus on, the facts. You have to cut through the bullshit, look at the facts for what it is, and really move according to what the facts of the situation are, okay? And depending on your situation, you know what's real and what's not. So you have to just pay attention to it and not just avoid the truth because you don't want to deal with what's really happening. Now, the Six of Swords is the second part of your advice. Now, the Six of Swords encourages you to find the harmony between two conflicting matters. And once you find this harmony, move in the direction of peaceful communication. Try to fix a conflict as much as you possibly can. And if there's no way to really find a true balance of, agreeing to the max, then just find a way to compromise around that. So look at the facts for what they are, and then once you do that, and you and that partner or the person that's a part of the situation, you have to communicate that truthfully, and try to move in a harmonious nature. You don't want to try to add conflict to something. You don't want to go to war over the situation. That is not going to help you in that situation. You need to be as harmonious as possible, but also as realistic as possible. So it's going to be a combination of earth and air, and the truth will set you free. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I really enjoyed reading for you all. Please leave me a thumbs up if you like this video. You can also subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications whenever I upload for your sign and any other things that I choose to upload. Don't forget to have the notification bell tapped so that you can be the first one here to watch the videos. Please leave a comment. Let me know what other type of videos you guys want to see, what other type of readings that you guys want to be involved with. Have a wonderful birthday, and I will see you